This is the Shine On You Crazy Daisy podcast, and I'm your host, Trudy Simmons from the Daisy Chain Group, providing platforms and opportunities for businesswomen to be seen and heard. This platform is for the women entrepreneurs that want to hear the real stories of what it takes to be yourself and run a business with all the different hats that you might have to wear. Come and join the Shine On You Crazy Daisy membership, offering online networking, co-working, collaboration and monthly masterclasses for you to grow your knowledge. Go to thedaisychaingroup.com for more information. These are the platforms to hear and share the stories of the tenacious, the rebellious, and the resilient women that are working towards the future that they build for themselves and their families. Hello and welcome to the Shine On You Crazy Daisy podcast. And today I am thrilled and excited to introduce you to Heather Barrie from Effective Entrepreneurs. Heather, thank you so much for being in book 4 of Shine On You Crazy Daisy and on the podcast. Please tell us about your business.
Thanks, Trudy. It's fab to be here. And so Effective Entrepreneurs, we are a platform to support owner-run businesses to be more effective and be more awesome at what they do. That's what we do.
In a nutshell, I love that. You know I love that. Now, you had your entrepreneurial drive from a very young age, but where did that come from? And how did you keep coming back to that energy?
Yeah, I think I come from a family of lots of people who all run their own different businesses, some in medicine, some in business, etc. But so I was sort of surrounded by it as a kid, which was always really nice. But I didn't know it in those words. Obviously, I was 5. But I think in later life, it's that sort of realization that actually the energy and the excitement and the something new and I could be myself brought me back to that energy, because it's quite easy to sort of get stuck into the corporate rabbit hole, which I did several times, and it's kind of quite easy to get sucked back into that. Oh, well, it's secure and it's a job and it's a this and it's a that, and then it's just like, yeah, but I really miss that, and it would sort of just it would fire up again, and sort of it would just the knocking on the door would just get too loud. It's like, you need to be doing your own thing.
Yeah. So, what I loved reading in your chapter was about where the drive comes from. You had an illness as a young child. And then selling eggs back to your dad, or even though he had the chickens, I thought was the best entrepreneurial thing I'd heard. But it always, what came through in your chapter for me was that those things that we're taught as kids, or that we learn as kids, that perseverance, that will, that drive, you had that from then and brought it and kept coming back to it through that time.
And I think, yes, as you say, yes, I was very ill, lots of adversity and so on. And, and I was listening to a story on the radio this morning. I was just like, mine was, nothing by comparison. But that was my challenge at the time. And I think that for me, it's that realization. I've really realized it more now in recent, challenging times, was actually the right people are there, and you've got the knowledge and the right thing. And if trust your gut and just get, that it just, it's all there. And sometimes it's take that big bold leap and kind of go for it, but the right people around you, and that was that thing, that realization. Actually, if I look back, the right people were always there. And
the right people and the right things that come into your path. Like one of the things that you talk about is the ikigai, which I love. And I don't want to go into it because I want people to go and Google it and go, oh, what's this about? But you found the majority of your ikigai in your mobile coffee business. And then you loved it so much you bought the coffee beans. So how did that happen? And why was it your happy place?
Oh, it's so my happy place. It is, the ikigai it's the passion that people want it. They give you money. It's the simplicity of it. And I got up at stupid in the morning. But it was somehow, it was all around food and coffee, and which is yummy. It's around working with people, which I love. I got to be slightly, I had my little stage, I had my little platform that I stood on to stop me getting cold, because it was stupid in the morning. But it was that sort of thing. I could just help people, I could interact with people, I could chat with people. It just brought together business and food and people and all those things that I love. And I just got to stand around making coffee and chat to people all day. I mean, it's just the best job in the world. I still have my coffee bar. I still love doing it. I do Effective Entrepreneurs, but I still do coffee because it's just so much fun.
Well, I think as well that what I've seen definitely as a customer of a lot of coffee houses is that you build those relationships with that person that's making your coffee. When you can walk into somewhere and they go, "Oh, Trudy, this is your coffee this morning," I know that's the best feeling, and you must have loved building that.
Absolutely loved it. And at a commuter station, and we went through all the traumas of strikes and all sorts of things, but it was just that, as you say, it's the relationship, and I do call myself a relational capital builder, because I know you have the same with your business. It's enabling people to build those relationships, because if we don't have those strong relationships in our businesses and in life, what have you got? And it enables you to go out on a limb, to ask people things, to kind of to call in a favor when you need, because sometimes you just need some help from someone, and it's okay to ask, but you've got to build those relationships. And that was just so embodied in that, is the relationships I had with my customers. It was just brilliant. And in fact, I'm going there this evening. I'm going back to Arundel to go and do an event this evening, just to go and see friends, because people have become lifetime friends, even though they were customers. That's fine.
So then further down the line, obviously COVID changed everything. What are you doing now?
What am I doing now? Coffee business went very quiet, because I supplied cafes, bars, restaurants, and offices. Oops, all closed. So although I am still in the coffee game, I sort of did some networking with a friend of mine up who's in Yorkshire. I'm in Sussex, and we did a bit of networking. But for us, working with people is very much about learning and building on the strengths and the knowledge and relationships of others. So we've built the business now. So as I say, we have a platform. Yes, you and I do some similar things, but we have different approaches to that. But we very much focus on how can we lean into the support of others, their knowledge, their relationships, their networks, to enable us to build more effective businesses. Because doing it on your own, on your Todd, in your dining room, just isn't fun. That ship has well and truly sailed. The fun days of lockdown, not. So we're building, we're adding new things all the time. We're doing, for us, collaboration is really important, and just loving how the impact that it has on other people and us as well. And I have a business partner, which is just the best fun. Great to do it with somebody.
It has been fascinating, because it's the fourth book in the series of Shiny Crazy Daisy, and so many of the authors have talked about where they get their business from, and that building these relationships, going to networking, is so important. And what I love is, in talking to someone like you, is that we can have the same businesses. It's not about that. It's about everybody having somewhere that they can go and find what networking works for them. Absolutely. Try it all.
Yeah, and we're all members of different, even in life, we have different friendship circles. Just because you're friends with them, it doesn't mean you can't be friends with them. And you can't just because. And this is the thing. I think people have this kind of like, it's a pie. It's a finite pie. Life is not a finite pie. There's infinite possibility, and that if we can, that you and I could end up collaborating on something, because although we do things similarly but differently, but actually it could be, wow, hey, look, there's some nice synergy. Let's do that together. Let's have a joint event, whatever it might be. Bring our networks together. As I say, it's not a pie.
Yes.
Infinite opportunities.
I'm just going with infinite pie. I'm liking that a lot.
All the pies.
If there was one lesson you'd want every entrepreneur to know, what would it be?
Oh, my favorite. It's that slight ikigai thing. It's do what you love what you do.
Yeah.
And it gets you up. When I used to have to get up at 4:30 in the morning, it was snowing and it was cold and it was blah. I love what I do. Do what you do, love what you do. Yeah, do what you love what you do. That's it.
Yeah, absolutely. Brilliant. And I hope that that's really hit somebody, because if you're not loving something that you're doing, or an area of your business that you're doing, let it go. I've done it 100 times. It's fun to let something go when it's not working for you.
And what does it allow in? That's even more exciting.
Yes. Yeah. What's your favorite piece of business software?
My new discovery, Discord. It's down with the kids. It's what the gamers and all of them lot use, and I've had to learn stuff from my niece. But we absolutely love it as a collaborative space. So it's a really fun thing. I'm learning a lot.
Is that over WhatsApp and those kinds of things?
I find I got involved in somebody else's WhatsApp group, and I actually ended up finding it really challenging. It got noisy, and so I just ended up every day. I was like, I'm muting this every single day. What's the point? And I wasn't benefiting enough. I think that I do love using WhatsApp, but quite specifically. And I think this is the thing is like there's certain, but like as you're saying, there's different groups who fulfill different things. There's also different bits of software for different parts of the business. And we've tried lots, we've ditched lots, we've kind of gone, ooh, that didn't work. That was a slightly expensive lesson, but that's fine, so long as we end up in the right place.
Yeah.
And keep evolving. Yeah, that's important for us.
Down with the kids. I love it, Heather. Thank you. This has been amazing. And honestly, for anyone reading your chapter, your journey to here is a phenomenal read. I felt like I was on a roller coaster the whole time. But so thank you so much for being a part of Shiny Crazy Daisy Book 4 and on the podcast.
Thank you so much. It's been absolutely brilliant. What a wonderful journey.
Thank you for watching. If you like what you saw, please like the video and click the subscribe button for this channel for more inspiration. If you're a businesswoman looking for that community that will support you and lift you up, come and join the Shine You Crazy Daisy membership, offering online networking, co-working, collaboration and monthly masterclasses to grow your knowledge. Go to thedaisychaingroup.com for more information. And for even more inspiration, please go to the link under the video and get your copy of the Shine You Crazy Daisy series of books with inspirational and motivating stories from businesswomen around the world.